Well, hello. My name is Gant, and welcome back to Crystalline. Last time was the Hot Springs episode, and that was pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. Alright, now we continue. Sunlight blasts through the window and wakes me up bright and early. I groan as I sit up in bed, rubbing the sleep from my eyes. I squint at the bed next to me. Zach is nowhere in sight. I guess he's an even earlier riser. After I'm dressed, the Pongo leaps onto my shoulder. Good morning. He lets out a little yawn.
Boy.
It's pretty early, huh? The Pongo nods and nudges against my neck, closing his eyes.
Boy.
We have a long day of traveling ahead of us. I wonder if everyone is already downstairs. I open the door and step into the hall. As predicted, I find everyone already waiting for me downstairs.
Ready to go?
Yeah, I have everything.
Great! Then let's get going.
I. We set off towards the floating aisles. With the bright sun in the sky, I barely feel the chill in the air. It seems like Leanna and the rest of the team are feeling much warmer too. Maybe this is from the magic of the hot springs warming us from the inside. Either way, I'm not complaining. The walk to the air temple takes a few hours. Lately, I've been getting used to all of the traveling, but why is everything so far away from each other? I think that's easy to explain, like in history, like villages and towns would always be away from each other. Then as populations grew and grew, we built shit in between, like stores and stuff. And even now there's some places that are still far. Ever travel from Los Angeles to Arizona? There's like fucking desert and like nothing for miles. It's because no one can like build there, you know what I mean? But if we could, we would. And probably in the future, like with population growth, maybe. And get your rambling, read the fucking story. No one cares about your dumb, smart, stupid shit. Okay, sorry about that.
We made it!
We made it! Huh? We did?
Yep, look!
I glance to where Leanna's pointing and my mouth drops open. There are hundreds of floating islands sprawling out across the sky. Hearing Amelia tell me about them was one thing, but actually seeing them in person?
I've never seen anything like it.
Me neither.
Even Zach looks impressed. Although the isles are different shapes and sizes, just big enough for maybe a few people to stand on. The wind tosses the glistening grass from side to side. I can make out clusters of different flowers peppering some of the islands, pale purples and fluffy magentas.
Just as I expected. The temple should be here.
Where exactly? Amelia points above the aisles and up into the clouds.
You and Leanna will find the air temple at the highest floating aisle.
It's a good thing I'm not scared of heights. Yeah, I'm scared of heights, to be honest. Like me, if this was me as a character, I would be like, oh hell no. Like, I would be opening a shop and shit, like, nope, I'm staying here. Building a house, like, no. I would have been like, fuck going home at this point.
We'll set up here while you guys go do your thing.
Good luck.
Thanks. Leanna and I nod.
Off we go then!
Fucking. I'm sorry, like, I understand these are like fantasies and it's like, off we go then. It's stupid. I love it. Why is it black screen? Why am I in the void? of darkness, I'm gonna start crying. Okay, there we go. Leanna and I travel up the slopes in silence. After a while, I glance back and feel uneasy when the rest of our party members are no longer in sight. As we continue to travel upwards, I feel my ears pop. Just how high up are we? We finally reach the pinnacle point of the mountain. Whoa. The aisles are closer and looks even more impressive. Yeah, look at that. Imagine if you saw that in real life. That would be fucking amazing. The closest aisles looks deceivingly close, but I know that if I tried to jump it without the boost of magic, I'd never make it. A breeze ruffles my hair as I step closer to the edge. I look down and down and down. My chest tightens. And that is a very long drop.
Don't worry, we're not going in that direction.
Well, Leanna, one wrong move and we are going in that direction. Like, come on. Leanna gives me a reassuring smile. I feel slightly better, but my stomach is still in knots. I glance up to the first aisle. How are we going to do this? Leanna sprints past me and effortlessly jumps high in the air. She lands gracefully onto the platform. No matter how many times I watch Leanna use magic to augment her physical skills, it never ceases to amaze me at just how badass it is.
Your turn. Take a running start and jump. I'll boost you over.
As I look at the massive gap between the edge and the first aisle, my knees begin shaky and weak. What if I really do fall? You gotta trust her. Like, if this is like honestly what you want to do, because there's not gonna be no other way. There's not gonna be like, oh, there's a bridge over here that we could take. Haha, jumping didn't do shit. No, you gotta jump. You can't. Right now, you can't be a bitch. You gotta pray. You gotta pray to God. Take a deep breath and jump. I believe in Leanna so far. No reason to doubt her now. I'm sorry. Reading this, it's like the most simplest thing I've ever read. I'm sorry. I believe Leanna so far. No reason to doubt her now. I close my eyes and recompose myself. This is going to be quite literally a leap of faith. I step a few paces back and get ready to sprint. Ready?
Yep.
Here goes nothing. I dash towards the edge and jump with all of my strength. I fear a powerful gust of wind lift me high in the air. Whoa! In one smooth motion, I make it onto the platform with a breeze softening my landing. My heart is racing.
You okay?
That was awesome! Leanna looks surprised, then giggles.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, let's do this. We walk across the aisle and position ourselves to jump onto the next one.
Alright, you're going to try this next jump with your own magic channeling.
You said what now? I'm gonna die. My blood runs cold. My magic? Leanna nods.
I know you can do it. You just have to use the wind like a springboard and you'll fly right over.
This girl's gonna kill me, watch.
Find the spot that you're going to take off from and conjure a powerful gust of wind from there as you jump.
Right. Leanna speaks encouragingly, trying to calm my nerves.
Don't worry. If it doesn't work, I'll help.
I look at the next aisle.
Just remember what we've practiced. You'll be fine.
I nod and prepare for a running start. Use the wind as a springboard. Right. I can do that. I suck in a deep breath. To infinity and yonder. I hate this. I hate this already. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna click it. That's just so stupid. To infinity and yonder. I dash ahead, forcing myself to push past my nerves and focus my mind on my manipulator. My stomach drops as my feet leaves the ground, but I try to push through the fear and focus on casting. A surge of energy shoots down my arm. My gauntlet glows as the air swirls up around me, pushing me forward. I let out a startling cry as I fly through the air. I land hard on the next aisle and feel the wind escape me. But at least I made it over on my own.
That was excellent!
Yeah, she's not going to comment that I said to infinity and yonder. She's probably sitting over there like, What the fuck? It's probably from a book or something. I don't understand. Leanna floats on the same aisle and lands gracefully on her feet, a wide smile on her face.
You were able to augment your abilities on the first try! I'm so proud of you!
Her smile is contagious, and I grin back. Thanks.
You ready to keep going?
I nod, now brimming with confidence. Let's go! As one, Leanna and I leap on... I hate this music. I love this music, I'm not gonna lie. I was gonna say I hate it, but thinking about it, I fucking love it. Look, something new. Look at us, we are so in love that we're gonna float above the islands of love, the islands of love, and we're gonna float above on the islands of love, on the islands of love. Okay, I gotta keep going before I keep, fuck it, I want to sing the whole song. As one, Leanna and I leap and land on the next island, and the next, and the next. The first few jumps I jump, the first few times I jump, I float shakily in the air. But the more I cast, the easier it becomes. We hop from aisle to aisle, keeping pace and making good time. Leanna catches my grin and laughs, springing ahead of me. I smirk. Two can play that game. I push forward with another surge of magical energy and race ahead of her.
It's like that, is it?
Yeah. She wears a determined look and roars, and a roar of wind soars her overhead. You're on. I leap after her. Wind temple game. Okay. Remember and repeat the icon. I'm gonna fail this. Up, down, okay, I gotta focus. Why did that make the same color? Yes. Okay, that was easy. We leap from platform to platform. The time I managed to keep pace with Leanna. Her sunny hair whips around with each jump. Her laughter streams across the clouds, bright and delicate. We race forward, but I can't quite seem to pass her. We finally soar and slide to a stop on the final platform, our shoes flinging up grass and dirt. I laugh, the sound of breathless and spiky. And spiky? Yeah, I read that right. My lungs burn as I take in gulps of air. Now that we finally stop, I realize how much energy I've used. My muscles rip with exhaustion. I feel like I could collapse and take a nap right here. Do you mind if we take a quick break? She nods.
That's a good idea. You aren't used to such a heavy energy usage in a short amount of time.
It's comfortable and peaceful as Leanna and I sit down.
It's beautiful here.
I follow her gaze. It really is. But this is beautiful and all. But you know what's more beautiful? You, cutie pie. I hate myself saying that. I fucking cringe. Yeah. The clouds look as soft as spun sugar. They glide across the blue sky. Trampled sunlight glistens off of Leanna's white armor. Her hair dances across her face as we watch the sun begin to dip low behind the clouds.
It's so nice here. It makes me happy.
Happy? She nods.
I don't feel so weighed down here. It's like I'm free.
I blink at her, curious. Free from what?
Everything. It's just, I don't know. The looming responsibility of the world weighs me down sometimes.
Same, I'm not gonna lie. And it's harder with this whole like crisis, you know what I mean? I'm trying to find a job, I'm trying to get an apartment, I'm just trying to leave like what I know and, you know, be like an actual adult. And people are like, you gotta go to college, you gotta do this and that. It's like, I don't want to do that. Like, college was hard. I don't like it. It's not for me. But the responsibilities does put you down, you know? And that's why I like visual novels and gaming. Like, you just sit back and just play the game. You're invested in the world and everything, and it's really good. And the only time you can actually give your feelings is when playing a game. Raging at a game. Fuck, I haven't done that in a quick minute. I just been playing a Crystalline the whole time, and a Thin Row Enigma, and all the other visual novels I've done on this channel. I don't know, maybe I should play some other games, like Fallout or Skyrim. I love Skyrim. Get, you're rambling. No one cares about you. Everyone cares about the visual novels. Okay. I gotta stop rambling sometimes. Okay. A small chuckle puffs out of me. The looming responsibilities of the world? Leanna blushes.
I suppose it's not the whole world. It's just, there's sometimes so much expectation. From the Mage Guild, from guards and places we visit because of the sigil.
She hesitates for a second.
And from my family. It all gets so overwhelming.
She's always so calm, collected and upbeat. I guess it's hard to remember she's human too, when she keeps up a strong facade. She doesn't talk about her family much, and from the way she hesitates when mentioning them just now, I gather their relationship may be strained. Expectations from your family? She pauses and hugs her knees close to her chest.
Well, in this world, a lot of women my age are already married and have children. It's something my family has always wanted for me. Those things, they aren't bad, but it's not something I want to think about right now.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, when she said, like, married with children, like, cause I'm Hispanic, you know? I grew up in East Los, so it's a little bit different from what's the norm, but, like, right now, 20, at my age, fuck, it's actually pretty late, but, like, half of my high school class that actually graduated, they have kids already, you know? And don't get me wrong, it's because we don't know what condoms are, which is true. You know, everyone's having kids and doing their own thing, and it's like, look at me, I'm 20, haven't had a girlfriend since middle school, and I don't know, I don't have a job right now because I was a background actor, and, you know, with the crashes and everything, that just went down, and yeah, I don't have my own place either, so it sucks right now. But you know what? Everything's gonna get better. Because when you're at your low, nothing can get worse. Everything could just go higher. And also, I got you guys. Even though I'm not getting as many views as like other YouTubers, you know? As long as I got a good like maybe 2 views and maybe helping people with like these ramblings. I don't know, man. And like maybe entertaining you guys. I think that's good enough for me. Don't need too many. Don't need like 1 million views or anything. Like, it'll be good. The money would be good, but I don't know. That's not for me. What's going on? I'm just rambling. Alright.
I want to explore and see everything. I want to be free.
Yeah, I want to be free too, but I don't got money. I nod, understanding. It must be tough to constantly have those expectations on your shoulders. Leanna smiles, but it doesn't reach her eyes. She shrugs.
Yeah, I love my family, but we definitely have different views on things.
I nod. Yeah, of course. There's a pause.
Ever since I joined the Mage Guild, I feel like I can finally breathe. I can look to the horizon and know that I can just go there.
There's another pause.
But all this doesn't matter. I know I'll have to leave the guild one day and fulfill the expectations others have for me. Why even bother doing any of this if it's all so fleeting?
You know, that's bullshit. You could do both. You don't have to leave the guild. Like, if it's really what you love, like, fucking do it, you know? In this world, you don't... Take my advice for a minute. Like, fuck what others think about you. Fuck what your family wants for you. Fuck what society wants for you. In this life, you get one life, you know? Would you rather die happy or fucking... No. Would you rather die happy and risk it all? Like, being homeless or, like, losing everything. But being happy, trying to do what you gotta do. Like, being a rapper, YouTuber, actor, whatever. Would you rather be happy? Or would you rather play it safe, like doing a 9-to-5 job in an office cubicle, like boring as shit, and every day you want to blow your brains out because of the boredom? Would you rather do that or be happy, you know? And Leanna, if it's something you love to do, then do it. Fuck what anyone says. Society doesn't... You know what I mean? Society's stupid. They don't care about you. Your family does care about you, but they have these high expectations that they want a better life for you. Or maybe they want to better themselves, like, fucking... I don't mean to seem racist, but it's like, it's that stereotype of Asian parents where it's like, you go to school, you get good grades, you be doctor, then you buy me whatever. It's like that prestige and everything. It's like, they want to better themselves. They don't... You just do you. You do what you love, and... You know what I mean? They'll follow. If they don't, that's not the family you need. You make your family when you go through life. You know? Okay, I'm just rambling. This is gonna be a long video watch. And I'm not even drunk and I'm rambling like this. Sometimes it's better not to think about what's to come. It's better to just enjoy the moment for how it is. Yeah. Leanna blinks.
Enjoy the moment.
I grin and nod. Yeah, just appreciate things for how they are right now. Leanna looks a little confused, but interested. The experience you have, the memories you make, those are not fleeting. They stay with you forever. They make you who you are as a person. If you get so wrapped up on how you're supposed to live, you forget to actually live. Okay, listen to this, okay? This is another good point.
I never really thought about it like that.
I nod, reassuringly. Like today, you're free and able to travel, right? We've been hopping around in the air and it's been fun. And I don't know about you, but when I'm soaring through the clouds, I can't think of anything except how amazing that moment feels. That's how you should live every day. Damn. That one hit a little home to me. Like, nothing else matters than how amazing it feels. It's like right now when I do these videos on my other channel, when I do my raps, even though they're fucking dumb and they're not good at all, when you're making them and when you're actually recording, everything just doesn't matter than what's happening, and it's such an amazing feeling. Okay, stop rambling, Gab. We don't want to be here for hours. Ramble another time. Yeah, I'll probably ramble another time. I don't know, maybe not Father's Day. Maybe like after 4th of July. Just get drunk while while reading these. Leanna tilts her head, intrigued.
That's an interesting way to view things. But what about the responsibilities you still have?
Nah, I don't care about responsibility. That's stupid. I'm sorry. If you don't care about responsibilities and obligation, you're just running blind. Don't get me wrong, I like doing these YouTubes and everything, but you know, I'm still thinking about getting a job and like getting a place. It's just, look, you do what you love, but you have to at least do a little planning. You can't just say, like, if you're in a small town, you can't be like, I'm gonna move on California and I'm gonna be a big actress, even though I didn't do any even though I haven't practiced at all, I don't have a headshot, and I haven't done all these other shits that will make me a star. It's like, no. If you love something, research, do your research, practice. Like right now, I'm practicing. I'm way better than when I actually made my first Ephemeral Enigma video. My first video ever. Like, you gotta plan, you gotta practice your skills, and you gotta, you know, level up. Like right now, I'm a lot better than my first episode. And probably years from now, and probably you're watching this in the future, that I'm way better than I was right now. You gotta practice, man. You gotta be better. You gotta plan it out. And you gotta like watch videos on like how to do new things, you know? It's a balance. Yeah, I do. And I have yeah, I do. I have to get good grades at school or I won't graduate, and I have to respect and honor my parents, but I also have to respect my own dreams for life. I try to take each day one step at a time. Yeah, that is true. It's good to respect your obligation, but try to push forward with what you want for your life. Leanna looks like she's processing what I said.
Oh, I see.
Besides, no one knows what life will throw your way. If someone told me a month ago that I would be in another world talking to a Mage-Knight on a floating isle high in the sky, I'd think they were crazy. That doesn't even sound remotely plausible. She chuckles. Yet, here we are. There's just stuff you can't plan for. And those unexpected things that life throws your way, sometimes they end up being better than anything you can have planned for. Sorry, my mouth is really dry. My mouth gets dry like easily. Her signature smile finally returns. A flock of birds suddenly shoot up into the sky. The movement tosses back our hair, and we watch them flying by in silence.
So, do you have anyone to go back to?
I'm talking like a girlfriend? Fuck no. What, like a girlfriend? Leanna's cheeks redden. She nods. Never had one. Women totally love me. Like all the time. All of them. No, that's not true. I've been with a fair share. No, I only been with one in middle school, and that's like, you know what I mean? It was like stupid shit. It only lasted for like what? I want to say 3 or 4 months. So like basically, I've never had like a long time serious girlfriend. So no, I never had a girlfriend. Leanna's eyes widen a little.
Really?
She blushes. I can't tell if she admires that I've never been with anyone, or if she's just shocked. I smile. Yeah, I just never wanted to date, just for the sake of dating. Call me crazy, but I think when you meet that special... Call me crazy, but I think when you meet that special someone, you'll just know. Leanna smiles as her blush deepens. What about you? Leanna looks away as she blushes.
I've never been with anyone.
Ooh. Seriously? I find it hard to believe that someone like you hasn't been in a relationship.
Someone like me?
Charming, smart, hardworking, patient, beautiful. Need I go on? Leanna's blush deepens.
You're seriously exaggerating. But thanks.
She clears her throat and scrambles to her feet before I can ask any more questions.
You ready to go?
I nod, my heart still pounding. I stand to clear my thoughts. Yeah, let's roll. We bounce across even more platforms. It takes a lot more work to sort to them than before, partially because they're further and further apart, and partially because I'm already weary from all of that air hopping we did earlier. The sky is painted pink and purple by the time we reach the highest floating isle. We step onto the island and look around. The flowers shimmering in the breeze, and it's like the far corner, and in the far corner is the familiar sign of a temple ruin.
This must be it.
I hear a low groaning sound. What was that?
This must be the entrance.
I follow her gaze to a large open archway. It's too dark for me to tell what's inside. A freezing, moaning wind spirals out of it, and it rustles the grass and flowers outside. I shiver, but try to shake off the cold. I'll go ahead. I walk towards the entrance, and the wind howls. It roars. It roars and tumbles out of the door, pushing me away. I grunt and try to fight my way through, but I'm unsuccessful.
It looks like there's a strong gust of wind here to keep people from entering. Let's try springing ourselves forward.
Again? I nod. Both Leanna and I take our place. With a running start, we use wind magic to augment our speed and try to push through. Even though Leanna makes it ahead of me, the wind is too strong and we're both eventually pushed out. Damn!
Here, take my hand.
Huh?
I'll slingshot you in.
Oh.
If this is where the elemental will be, maybe absorbing the energy will lower this barrier, and I can follow after.
I nod and take her hand.
1, 2, 3!
We both dash forward, channeling our energy, and as I push as deep as we can. At the point of overpowerment, Leanna rotates and throws me, slingshotting me forward. I fly through the gust and tumble into the temple. Looking back, I can't see her past the darkness. At least that worked. I end up in a room filled with crumbling stones and rusted relics. Surprisingly, I stand alone in this room. Where is the elemental? She was always waiting for me in the last 2 temples. Am I supposed to summon her somehow? I take a look around the room. More items are scattered about, but I don't spot anything that looks obviously magical. I don't know how to do scans like Leanna and Amy, and the Pongo is in here to gravitate towards anything with energy. What should I do? I step further in, then pause, when a pair of inverted eyes appear from the top of my vision. With a sharp yelp, I fall back. Ooh. She's kinda cute, but she's kinda young. But she's kinda cute, I'm not gonna lie. It's like adorable. It's like, can you be Amy's fucking, what's her name? Like sister? Hermana? A young lady giggles as she floats over. I think that's the air elemental. Yeah, no shit, dude. I think that's the air elemental, but I'm not too sure. Instead of impairing me with her power, he merely watches me. You spooked me. Oh, okay then. Like, shit, I'm not good enough for you? Now, can you communicate? I pull myself off of the ground. She beams as she watches me. Hello. She doesn't react. Can you talk? She blinks at me and tilts her head. I don't think this is working. What should I do? I bring my hands to my chin to think. The air elemental blinks and does the same, resting her chin in her hand. Whoa, wait, are you copying me? I slowly wave a hand. After a second, she smiles and does the same. You are, aren't you? Oh, I'm stupid, I read that wrong. You are, aren't you? I tap the top of my head. She giggles and does the same. She seems pretty playful. Of course, she's a child. Basically, it's like Amy's sister that's blue. You know how Amy's pink? This is her sister that's blue. Basically. I make a pointer with my hand and slowly reach towards her. She floats closer and does the same with her hand. Our hands move closer and closer until our fingertips touch. The sensation is something I've never felt before. Although my finger doesn't fall through her like an illusion, I don't feel a physical contact either. Through my fingertips, I feel tendrils of calm, ethereal energy. Hey, ethereal enigma. Ethereal energy, almost like she's teasing me. She smirks, and suddenly, a gale storm erupts in the room. It circles around me, whipping my hair into my eyes, but I stay steady on my feet. After the wind envelops me, it begins to channel into my body. I feel the rush of energy coursing through me. It makes me feel weightless, as if lifting the burdens of gravity from my body. The stronger and more rejuvenated I feel, the more the elemental begins to fade. Before she disappears, she grins and raises her hands to wave. Thank you. The last thing I see is her beaming smile as I absorb the last bit of energy and she disappears. That was surreal. That was a surreal experience. I start making my way back through the tunnel.
Hey!
I see Leanna jogging over.
The wind outside disappeared, so I came in here as fast as I could. Did something happen?
Yeah, I found the air elemental. Leanna brings up her manipulator and does a scan.
It seems like you absorbed the energy in here as well.
I nod. Yep, she transferred the energy like the other elementals, but the experience was a bit different.
Different?
She was curious about me. Instead of waiting for me in the room to transfer the energy immediately, she started copying my movements, almost like she was playing with me. It was pretty cool. Leanna blinks.
Are you telling me you played a mind game with one of the ancients?
Yes, how hard is it to understand that? I suppose so. Leanna looks amused.
I'm sure Amy will want to know the details of what happened. To be honest, I'm pretty curious myself. But we've been gone a while now. And now that we've gotten what we came for, we should head back.
I agreed. But first, let's grab a few things.
Oh right, you did promise Kara.
We search around the room and decide on a few interesting trinkets and coins to pack up. Once we're all set, we exit the temple. We both pause outside. Once we see the dazzling sky, it's ablaze with streaks of violet and gold. Even the puffs of the cloud passes by are painted lavender or orange, adding to the portrait in the sky. Sorry, I'm just like burping. I don't know what it is. Every time like I do long reads or like even my raps, like after a while, like burps just like want to come out. I don't know, it's weird. The colors seem more vibrant, so high up here, and the view takes my breath away.
I thought the view was beautiful before, but this is a wonder.
We take in the scenery. This is what I meant earlier. Things like this create memories that last a lifetime.
I agree.
Golden rays shine brightly in the sky as the sun travels beneath the clouds, like one last hurrah from the sun before it sets. I don't know how long we stand here before I break the silence. We should head back. I turn to walk back towards whence. I have never seen that word before other than like an old book. I turn to walk towards hence we came, but I'm met with a solid resistance. Huh? I try to walk forward again, but I'm pushed back in place by a stiff wind. It's as if I'm entering the temple again. I stumble and try again, but the wind pushes me back. Hey Leanna, where did this... I turn around, and the words catch in my throat. Her gauntlet glows pale blue, while her face is bright red. I look at her in confusion. Leanna? The wind hooks around my back and guides me towards her. Her cheeks brighten as the glow of her manipulator fades. What's going on?
I want to live in the moment.
Oh my god, it's happening! I'm sorry, I'm just a big romantic guy. It's weird. I'm like biting my knuckles right now. Okay, let's keep going. She steps closer to me. I think this is a misunderstanding. We're just friends. This is like a typical anime thing. It's like, no, I'm just gonna deny you. No, you know what? I love Amelia. Fucking ReZero, man. It's like a dick way that Subaru like fucking rejected Ren. I love Amelia. I feel the same about you. What the fuck? Like, why would I ever choose this one? Leanna stares at me with her bright, cerulean eyes. My face burns as my heart race quickens. She's close to me. I smell the intoxicating perfume of her hair, and I feel lightheaded, like I'm under her spell. The radiant sunset fades from view as I gaze at Leanna. The fading sunlight illuminates her hair like a halo, and I reach out a hand to tuck a strain behind her ear. She smiles softly at my touch, then looks imploringly at me as she bites her lips. Her sudden confidence melts, and I see a hopeful vulnerability in her gaze. Why is this even an option? Like, no, I'm not gonna pull her in close. No, fuck this game. Like, why is this even an option? Come on. Ah! Ah! Dude, I'm just like... Have you ever just fucking squeezed your hand so hard that it might bleed? Like, oh my god! I wrapped my arm around her back and pulled her into me. She lets out a soft breath of surprise as her hands rest atop of my chest. I trance the outline of her cheek with my thumb. Her face turns red, and I can feel the heat of her blush, but she doesn't pull away. Instead, she leans into my touch. Gently, I begin to close the space between our lips. She tilts her head towards me, and her lips part. Towards me and her lips part. I feel her breath, and I pause just as our noses touch. Her breath catches out the electricity of our touch. The air feels thick and charged with energy, and we hover so delicately in limbo. Her hands trace down my chest, and her breathing becomes shallow as she anticipates the melting of our lips. I feel the fire of her fingers as they trail down my chest. Slowly, her eyes close. Come on, really, game? Closing my eyes, I close the gap between us until our lips meet. Ah! I fucking love this, man. This is, I'm not gonna lie, this is the most beautiful artwork I've ever seen from PixelFade, you know what I mean? Like, we played Cowdy and we played a Thinner Enigma, right? This does not compare to this. Just look at the fucking, it's like we're glowing, you know what I mean? And the sky is just like fucking beautiful. Okay, in that moment, with the sweet taste of her lips on my lip, in the moment with her sweet taste of her on my lips, I'm not thinking of home. I'm not thinking of how or why I arrived here. I'm not thinking about my past, about how someday all of this might be torn away. I stopped thinking about anything at all, only her. Breathlessly, we pull back and look at each other. She smiles, and it's more beautiful than the sky above. There's no doubt about it. I'm crazy for this girl. I just realized something. Leanna blinks. This means your "Hey there, sailor" line has the 100% success. Damn it. I'm sorry, my whole face is grinning and I could barely talk. I'm sorry. Like, I have this huge fucking grin on my face. This means your "Hey there, sailor" line has a 100% success rate. Leanna hits my chest playfully.
Really? Are you trying to ruin the mood?
Sorry. Should we head back to kissing?
Just stop talking.
She tucks me close and kisses me again. The world disappears as we share each other's embrace. Only the sun, once the sun dips low and the sky begins to turn indigo, we reluctantly part, hand in hand, and big goofy smiles on our face. We begin to head back to reconvene with the rest of our group. The journey back is significantly easier as we jump to lower platforms rather than higher. We make good time traveling back. Even still, we would periodically stop just to take in the view again. This is definitely a sight I'll never forget. Okay, and I'm gonna end it there. Oh, fuck. That is way too much for me to take in today. Like, seriously. It was my ramblings in, like, deep thought, you know what I mean? Like, deep physiological thought about how the world should be to this beautiful moment. I'm gonna end it right there on a high note. And I'm gonna say this. To anyone afraid of the future, just remember, the future is not here yet. Everything can change. The moment that you have right now is what you should be focusing on. Don't worry about the future. Don't worry about the past, because the past is already past. Like, seriously, right now is more important than anything that could happen. Just enjoy it. Enjoy being young. Enjoy being old if you're old and watching this. Enjoy everything and just love every second of it. Okay, enough rambling. Okay, if you like the video, like, subscribe, hit the bell notification to see every time I post a new video, and leave a comment, man. Talk about life problems. Like, maybe you won't share them to people, but you don't really know me. Just put them down and I could be like, hey, everything's gonna be okay. You're loved here, you know? Alright then. Well then, this is farewell, as always. And as always, Bye bye.